Hey everybody, Max Rich here, and that is a jazz standard called Misty, composed by Errol Garner. Well, that's at least the A section of it. There's another B section, but you know, we'll get into that later. But basically what I want to do is I want to show you sort of how I went about arranging this composition so that I could play it on solo guitar, because in actuality, if you listen to like the original recording or virtually any recording of this song, it's usually always with a band or some type of a jazz trio or quartet, quintet, something like that. But putting it all on acoustic guitar is a small challenge, but it's not a huge challenge, right? The main thing is that you understand and can play the melody confidently, and you can understand and play the chords confidently. So before we get into the lesson, there is a bit of a prerequisite I'm going to mention, that I'm going to be using jazz chord terminology. So if you have no exposure with seventh chords or diminished chords or anything like this, and you don't know what those are, that's no problem. Just take a second, check out one of our other videos on jazz harmony or intro to jazz chords, this type of thing, so that you can kind of get up to speed, because I am going to be referencing these chords a lot, and if you don't know what they are, then you're probably going to get lost pretty quickly. That being said, if you do know what a E flat major 7 chord is, or what a C diminished chord is, then you should be fine. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the melody and talk about how I take the melody and then I take the corresponding harmony, and I'm able to sort of voice the chords in a way that allow me to do both at the same time. And so we'll do that, and by the end of it you'll be able to play the whole song fingerstyle, solo guitar, with melody and chords, and you'll be able to understand how to do that for other jazz standards or other melodies that you also want to harmonize and play solo. So a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get going.